Logic skills are a fun activity to bring into your smart box practice. What you'll need for a couple of logic games include a set of cards. There are lots of these on the market, but cards that have different shapes of different colors and also sizes. It might also be about orientation of shapes. What we want to do is find sets. So if I lay out, in this case, a red star and maybe a small blue star, so I've got a medium star that's red, a small blue star. The question I'm going to ask of my child is, if I were to make a set, what would be the third item in the set? In this case, I've got small, medium, I need a large something. I probably need a large star in this case because these are both stars. And then because these are different colors, I need a different colored star. Now over time, as we get better at those, like with so many of the other activities that we've worked on today, we want to add a time component when it makes sense. So use your stopwatch. How many sets can you make in 30 seconds? How many sets can you make in 60 seconds? How fast can you make 6 sets? That's a different kind of task, but the goal is to bring rate into your logic skills. A different way to challenge logic skills is with creating patterns. And you might use, as in this case, I'm using poker chips of different colors. You could use colored blocks, you could use jacks, you could use anything that has a consistent shape but different colors. And you want to create patterns for your child to replicate. What I want to do is strengthen logic skills by laying out some patterns here. So in this case, I've got red, white, green, and I'm going to ask a child, if I put a red chip here, what's the next item in the pattern? So if they're following the pattern in this case from this side to that side, the next one would be white and green. So I want them to continue the pattern. With an older child, or as skills get a bit stronger, we want to make the patterns more complex. So here's red, red, blue, red, and then what's next? Child would fill in red, and then blue, continuing the pattern. With a bit older child, or as skills are developed, we want to add more complexity to this. You can do combinations of maybe up to 4 different color types. Again, if you're using blocks, you could even add the size of the blocks into this. But what you're looking for is patterns. And again, bringing a time component in when it makes sense. I wouldn't bring that in too early, but you do want to get the sense of how quickly can you process this information to sharpen logic skills. Choose games from your game shelf that will help to strengthen logic skills. Pick games with barriers, math computations, sequences, and patterns. Language and math games with complex word problems will help too. Games that play on words or rhyming or music are good. And there are several card games with shapes, colors, and other attributes. So you can have fun with those or create your own games.